What it do, comic bros? It's your boy, Super Duper Sean, and I'm back with another video. Today, the internet going nuts. I got the internet going nuts. Yeah, I got the internet going nuts. Cause Brian Bendis coming back. And we all like, what? Yeah, Brian Bendis is coming back to Marvel. We all know Brian Michael Bendis for writing things like Ultimate Spider-Man. That is his magnum opus, but he also reached popularity by writing stuff like The New Avengers, Uncanny X-Men, AVX, Avengers vs. X-Men, and All New X-Men. Brian Michael Bendis has been a staple at Marvel for years. I mean, in the early 2000s, even into the 2010s, you couldn't talk about Marvel without mentioning Brian Michael Bendis. I mean, the man created Miles Morales. He was also responsible for the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, which is still goated to this day. Brian Michael Bendis worked on a lot of TV shows, and Avengers Age of Ultron was also based off his comic because he wrote Age of Ultron. So this man is a legend, but yes, there is always a but. There is always a but. A lot of people say that his work as of lately has not been too stellar. In 2017, he announced that he will be working exclusively with DC, and a lot of his DC stuff was cheeks. Poop fest. A lot of people did not like the comics he was putting out. Let's name a few. The Justice League. The man put Black Adam, a murderous convict. I mean, one of the worst murderers. This man will off you in a second. The man put Black Adam in the Justice League.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on. He also created a character with Jamal Campbell called Naomi, which got a TV show that nobody watched, man. Come on, man. Also, he did do Legion of Superheroes, which everybody hated, and he did do Young Justice. A lot of people was dissing his Superman stuff. But he did write a 6-issue mini called Batman Universe that I actually enjoyed. But yes, I'm in agreement with the rest of the comic book community when I say his better days has already passed him. But the man is a legend regardless of what you say. So when his name is on a comic, I will pick it up. Now, I don't think he's completely lost his talent for writing, but he's just stanky rich, man, and he just lost his hunger. Let me give you a quick story. I seen Brian Michael Bendis at the Rose City Comic Con. If y'all didn't know, the man is from Portland, and he does throw the Rose City Comic Con. I believe it's in August, and I seen him there, and I was talking to him, and I said, man, I really love the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon that you worked on. Why the hell did they cancel it? It was so good. He looked at me dead square in my eye and said, hey, I don't care, man. I created Miles and I got rich off Miles, man. Hey, man, I couldn't even say nothing, man. I couldn't even hate, man. It didn't even matter, man. This man told me, hey, I could care less, man. My character got me stanky rich, and they're making a Miles Morales movie, so he dropped that on me too. So that is some exclusive stuff right here. Exclusive. There is a Miles Morales movie coming out for sure. I heard it from Brian Michael Bendis' mouth. But also, there is an article from Marvel talking about Brian Michael Bendis' return to the comic book industry, to the company of Marvel to be exact. So let's read a few excerpts out of this, and then I will give my final thoughts on Brian Michael Bendis returning to the comic book industry. But before I do that, I need y'all to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hitting that like button pushes this video through the algorithm, and it helps me out more than any Cash App donation. So, if you really rock with your boy, go ahead and Hulk smash that like button. I already feel like I've been talking too much. Run it. Brian Michael Bendis returns to Marvel Comics in Avengers 800. This January, Avengers number 34, The Milestone, 800th issue of Avengers, will feature a story by Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley, marking Bendis' first Marvel Comics work since 2018. A major milestone for Earth's mightiest heroes calls for the return of one of their mightiest creators. This January, Brian Michael Bendis returns to the Marvel Universe in Avengers number 34, the landmark 800th issue of Avengers since 1963. The issue by current Avengers 2023 creative team writer Jed MacKay and artist Fareed Karami will feature a special 14-page backup story written by Bendis and drawn by superstar artist Mark Bagley, reuniting the powerhouse pair known for their work together on Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Assemble in 2012. Taking place on the anniversary of the founding of the Avengers, the all-new story brings together the big three: Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. Bro, how y'all gonna... That's crazy, right? They got Thor and the big three over the Hulk, bro. I really don't see I don't think the Thor's bigger than the Hulk, bro. I really don't, man. Like, come on, man. The Hulk had his own animated TV show in the 90s. Thor never had a cartoon show, man. He never had his own cartoon, bro. People didn't care about grabbing a hammer and smashing. We wanted to wear the little Hulk fist on our hand, or the big huge Hulk fist on our hand, and go Hulk smash when we were kids, bro. So how is Thor in the big three over the Hulk? And me, I'm not even a Hulk fan like that, but I'm just keeping it real, bro. If there's a big three in the Avengers, the Hulk gotta be there, man. The Hulk gotta be there, man. What y'all think, man? Who's the big three in the Avengers? Who y'all got? Thor or the Hulk, man? Make sure you drop that in the comments below. Let me finish this article because I am rambling. Run it. The all-new story brings together the big three, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, for a high-stakes mission to take down Hydra's latest weapon of mass destruction. They're soon joined by many more teammates, past and present, for a thrilling showdown that exemplifies the team's mission and impact. For nearly a decade, Bendis redefined Avengers storytelling, revitalizing the franchise for the 21st century, always at the center of the Marvel Universe, at the pulse of modern pop culture. His groundbreaking run launched now classic Marvel events like House of M, Secret Invasion, and Dark Reign. His transformative work on the Marvel mythos is still heavily felt today. Now he's back, starting with Avengers number 34 and continuing with more exciting new Marvel stories just on the horizon. Returning to the pages of Marvel Comics has been an incredible experience, Bendis shared. To reunite with the Avengers on the occasion of an anniversary is wonderful, because anniversary issues are where we really celebrate our love of the characters in Legacy. I made my Avengers debut on Avengers 500. I love the symmetry. And I get to reunite with my dear longtime Ultimate Spidey and Avengers collaborator Mark Bagley. Just reuniting would be magical enough. But him coming out of retirement to do this story with me was an incredible gesture. Yo, so I'ma end it right there. I'ma end the article. Mark Bagley coming out of retirement is huge. This might be bigger than Bendis' return, because we know Mark Bagley, he be on his stuff every time he's drawing Spider-Man, the Avengers. I love Mark Bagley's art, man. He crushes it every time, man. Mark Bagley is a G when it comes to inking, dog. Like, I gotta give respect when respect is due, and I will read this knowing that Mark Bagley's coming out of retirement. You know Marvel dropped that bag on him. Cha-ching! Probably broke him off with some serious dollars. Him and Brian Michael Bendis, because Brian Michael Bendis was doing a lot of his own creative centric work. I know he was working on that. I know he's been dropping a lot of his own stuff with Dark Horse. So to see him come back to Avengers, we know Marvel put that bag on him and they made an offer that he could not refuse. Now, if I was going to get excited for Brian Michael Bendis, it would be his Avengers stuff, because his Avengers comics are some of the best Avengers stuff you will read in the millennium. I mean, we don't even want to talk about his new Avengers run. It was fire all the way through, and they just reprinted the first omnibus and the second omnibus. So, yo, if you're a fan of the new Avengers stuff, go pick up them omnibuses now. Bendis has also been working on a book called Powers. Yes, it is a reboot from his Power series that he started in 2009 that ran from 09 to 2012, and he recently started the reboot on Dark Horse Comics in September 2025. So that's some of his latest work. But am I excited? I will say I really don't know what to feel. I will say this, his latest work has not been up to par. With Brian Michael Bendis, he set the standard so high with stuff like Ultimate Spider-Man, with stuff like AVX, with stuff like New Avengers, that his work after that just felt extremely short. I mean, people were so excited for him to be on Superman, and it ended up being a dud. People were so excited for his Legion of Superheroes story, and it ended up being a dud. Almost everything this man did with DC was a dud. Now I know he's coming back to Marvel, and at least he's at a place where he has done great work before. At least he's at a spot where he's created some of the best comics known to man. So maybe he can recapture some of that magic working with somebody like Mark Bagley, who he worked with on his magnum opus, Ultimate Spider-Man, and maybe they can put their heads together and create something great. But I will not hold my breath, you guys. And quite frankly, they got Jed MacKay on Avengers, and Jed MacKay is such a great writer that I don't want to see him lose the title to Brian Michael Bendis. Yo, Brian, just stay at Dark Horse. Keep doing your thing. You're doing your creator-owned comics right now, and they are pretty good. Your own universes is kicking off. So why don't you just focus on that? But who am I to say, man? Marvel dropped that bag on him, so you know we gotta get that money. Throw them dollars, Marvel, throw them dollars at him. So that's the only way somebody like Brian Michael Bendis would be coming back to Marvel Comics. It's just to get that bag, and that's what this is, man. I believe that this is a cash grab because a lot of people have been down on the Avengers. A lot of people don't even like Jed MacKay's run on the Avengers right now. So that is just my thoughts. Will I read it? Yes. But am I excited? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. But yo, shout out Brian Michael Bendis. He is a great writer. He has done a lot of great things, but we can't live in the past, man. We gotta keep on moving. So I'm your boy. Matter of fact, let's go to Reddit. Let's go to some of these social media outlets and see how they feel about Brian Michael Bendis' return. Let's roll these comments and I'ma get out of here. I'm your boy, Super Duper Deuces.